ahead and we're gonna do some missions and stuff. It's gonna be tight. Is my thing on? I check it out all the time. Alright. Gotta get this dirt off my face. Schwang. Schwang, 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 schwang. Schwang. Schwang, schwang. Schwang, schwang, schwang. Schwang, schwang, schwang. Schwang. Schwang, schwang, schwang. I might just play story mode if it does this. Tightness, I'm on. Oh, tightness. Missions. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, boy. Damn it. Fuck. God damn it. Nice. to do the fucking sudden death. Let's do this. Get that shit. Get that shit. Do it. Yes, 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 yes. We win, I think. Yes. Nice, nice. Celebration. Beautiful. Yes. Boy. Shit. Woo! Yeah. What? What did you not like about it? That was fun. I think I'll do it on purpose though. Trying to give me confidence. That's what I'll continue to think until I am proven wrong. Oh well. Friends are doing things. What's going on? Chilling. Anybody else? We're gonna do a countdown. 10, 9, 8. Team balancing. Come on. You can do it. Yay. Need one more. Una más. Whatever, it's lost one. Let's fucking do this. Freaking do this. Sorry. Bad language sometimes. Sparta through hard knocks. Hard things. Cool. What is that? Is that Portuguese or Spanish? Cool. That's cool. You speak kind of fast. I didn't really understand the dialect. That's okay. Okay, yeah, now I can tell. She's talking slower. Shit. Talking mushrooms. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, yeah. We got him, we got him, we got him. Ah, what is he doing? Glitching everywhere. Bitch. Yeah, it's really hard to turn these things a little bit, like, especially with the slower moving vehicle. Good shit, dude. Gotta stop him. sucks, dude. What are you doing? Come on. Yeah, he's already at the fucking goal. Yeah. Alright. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah. Yeah. First place to end zone wins. Come on, let's go. We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. Yes. We win. We're amazing. Awesome. I'm glad we did it. Yeet. Somebody leave. Alright. Go right here. Go right here. Go under this thing right there. Veinte cinco seconds. They got two of them at the friggin' thing, or one of them at the friggin' thing, or whatever. Oh, one of them left? One of them left. Oh, that sucks. He's mad. He got mad. He's gonna do so well on this part. Get him. Shit! It's alright, he still can't do it. Go. Got 17 seconds left. Keep on going, keep on going. We'll get him. He's going to the exit, but you're not going to be able to... He'll phase through you, he'll phase through you. Just go. Get him. Don't push him in the goal. Don't push him in the goal. Shit! God damn it. Alright, I got this. I know he's spawning. Get him. Good shit. Good shit. Oh. Did he leave? Or did he just, like, he was in, like, freaking something or another? Oh. What happened? That sucks. Oh, okay. I feel for him. I used to get mad too. I broke this game before, and I bought myself a new copy. God damn it. Shit. Good shit, good shit. Get him. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Alright, that sounds good. God damn it. fucked. Oh, you're such a dickwad. Nah, you'll be there. You'll be there. You'll get it. You got 34 seconds left. Got it. You got it. He won't be able to catch it. God damn you. I thought you were about to get knocked. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna win. I know we're gonna win. You got this, you got this, you got this. Get it. Good shit. Alright, this isn't fun anymore. Alright, we're done. Have a good day, dudes. I'm going to get some water. Be right back, and I'm going to talk, and we're going to come up with a topic, maybe, at some point. It'll be great. I'll be right back.
Listen, this is Tony Prince. I'll cut straight to the chase. I heard you were a savvy investor, shall we say? Yes, I like that, a savvy investor. I'm not such a savvy investor. I was gonna open up a chain of venues, only that's all gone to shit. Again. But head over to foreclosures.mazebank.com and buy one out of foreclosure. I can open you the best nightclub in the whole state. Any of them. Seriously. And so you don't think I don't understand, where there's nightclubs, there's cash. And where there's cash, there's money that can be washed. Anyway, think about it. For the lure of all that is fine in this world.
Hey, it's Paige Harris. I work with Lester Crest. I basically run things over there while he takes credit. Anyway, I've got a new sideline you might be interested in. High-end scores, taken elegantly, using the latest tech. Only problem, you need somewhere to store our nerve center. If you ever start a club with Tony Prince, I'll give you another call.
All right, where's my car? My car? Where's my car? There's a car. Huh. It's weird. Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna wait until Maud comes. I think I have to take a poopy soon. I'm gonna have to take a break again after this Sigi weed.
Don't say anything. I don't know you. Or maybe I do. I don't remember. I got a job. A job that's so hot, we're gonna bury it in an ex-government facility under about 100 feet of desert. You think you're up for it? Buy the facility on Maze Bank and I'll meet you over there. This is bigger than any bank job we could ever pull.
Hey, Paige Harris here. You and me should do this.
Sorry, lady. Five-car garage? Yes. Just wanted it closer. Five-car garage, nice.
Quite a digital footprint you're making. You don't mind my saying so. Listen,
Shh. Shh. I'm gonna get out of queue. How do you do that?
hey!
Shh. Okay, we're gonna talk about living life on the deep end. Though I've never done that before, I can imagine that it's kind of not good, you know?
Don't say anything.
Go back to your shitty little home.
Oh, force! He got me. You know what I should do? I should take out a fucking machete. I didn't get paid because the bounty got away. $11, yay. I need to go to a bank or an ATM. There he is. Same guy. Or not same guy. I don't want that. Cab company? What? talk about something, I think. Alright, thought maybe shooting him would be okay. Maybe scaring him into being okay would be okay. I have to probably kill him, maybe. If I bring them in, then they're probably like, yeah, we're gonna do something drastic now. We're just gonna run him over with the car next time. These guys are fighters, and obviously that's a thing. But first, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And, no, I mean, like being in the shit, in the real shit, I guess, in the game of all that stuff, basically. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but, I mean, you have to kind of, like, realize it's a lot. Like, I wonder if there's a for sale sign on this. I'm gonna go get a house over here. Awesome. Stunt job failed. All right. We're gonna see if we can switch to a non-lethal, maybe a device. That's a really nice car. There we go.
Ah! Fuck this. Fucking try!
Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Don't hesitate to shoot them in the face.
You don't want to go and do that. Lord!
Oh, geez! What? Now what?
soul wax.
Shit!
Shit!
Fuck nothing. Shit!
We don't need that hood anyways. Nice. So, a lot of times in my life, I've noted, like, I like touched the iceberg. Not like gone into the shit, but like I've seen it, you know. It's like I was like in a ship, like maybe a mile away from it. I'm like, yeah, that's the shit. I think it's the reason why it happens is because people don't believe that it's real sometimes.
What if my wife replaces me at my job? That's great. Oh, I know.
Celebration. I mean, I've seen it. So, like, I'm thing I was saying before. So, like, just realize, like, I mean, like, everybody thinks that, like, no one's paying attention to them. I mean, and I think, like, in a certain sense of the word, even more so, it can be perceived as complete and utter. What's the word?
Get a move on, you piece of shit! Hey, civilian! Fuck off before they get hurt! Grab cover! Oh, no! We lost one! I'm gonna kill you and then go play! Move back! Frank's been shot! Move in! Get your ass into cover! You're going nowhere! Out of options! Oh, shit! I got you! Shit! Rob's hit!
Alright, I need this water. God damn it. She had a gun. Good times, good times. God damn it. I need to call my freaking... Let me get a transport vehicles. It was right there, it's supposed to be. God damn it. But yeah, okay, so I've noticed a lot of stuff around me when I was younger and stuff like that, when I was stupid or naive, I guess. A lot of times I didn't get it. I mean, didn't really care, but I noticed when oh gosh, that is terrible. It's been foreclosed upon. But yeah, I noticed a lot of times people can be pretty like pretty petty in real life, and that like translates over, you know. So like, not only do you have people who are watching you if you're doing stupid shit, and I mean stupid shit, but I mean illegal trafficking, stuff like that. Not only are people like watching, I guess, they've been investigating for a very long time now, and I mean that much I can tell just by the amount of stuff that they do. But like when you're doing stuff, like when you're doing stuff that you think is like, oh my gosh, it's questionable and stuff like that, you think like, oh well, if I'm careful, then I won't get caught. It's like, yeah, of course, if you're careful, and that means not just like not telling anyone, but having alibis. Like, for every single occasion. Understanding that you cannot ever be alone. Like, if you're doing something, like, shady or something like that, you can't. You won't be able to. And even if you are, that's the reason why people have noticed, like, in the Mafia and all those other different places and all those other different people, like, the reason why they got fucking ratted out is because their GPSs. Like, they didn't know this. They didn't know that that's the reason why they got ratted out for being at some huge crime boss catastrophe or a crime thing. Then the police didn't say it on purpose. Like, people didn't share it on purpose that they had that technology yet. Like, it was dumb for people to think that they would get away with it forever. To think that, like, every single time they would just be like, scramblers, right? You have scramblers? So, yeah, anyone can call you and tell you that they have a scrambler, but they have scrambler detectors, all right? Which means even more shady shit is going on. And it doesn't unscramble anything. They just pick together what pieces they can find, and then they find out where the scrambler is by doing a little bit of an investigative thing they call footwork. It's like, oh my goodness, man. They don't work on your own paranoia. People's paranoia works on itself. Like, I mean, it's like people should understand that they do something that's fucking stupid and illegal, then they're gonna realize that it's like, no, that those people who are on TV like rapping about doing shit that's illegal, they don't do that shit anymore because they get paid. And also, the shit that they did do went unnoticed because of a certain clause in a certain places, and most of the places where they actually live, like LA and Denver and places like Utah and other places like that. I mean, a lot of people don't get it. Like, they don't understand that the whole thing was like, yeah, I was pushing numbers. It's like, yeah, you're pushing numbers, but you were doing it for like taxes and stuff like that. It's like, oh my god, it makes him less credible. No, it doesn't make him less credible. It makes him extremely credible. Gosh, as far as the enterprise guru, and like everybody's like, oh, I don't believe in Western culture. It's like, what the fuck is Western culture, dude? The fuck is Western culture? Like, the fuck is it? It's like, I don't believe in Western culture. The fuck is this? What the fuck do you think? What do you think, man? And if you do stand out from a crowd, basically, I'm doing some amazing stunts right now. If you do, it makes you do stand out from a crowd. Like, don't you want to like fit in with the crowd? It's like, man, you don't get my culture, man. We've been pushed around forever. It's like, everyone has. Even the people who are doing the pushing sometimes. Like, you don't get it, but you don't understand it. It's, you don't know why people would push around other people, but you know, it's like, it's because of their job, man. Because that's how they get paid. They enjoy doing their work. Because that's what they enjoy doing. They enjoy putting stupid fucking people behind bars until they get smarter, until they have therapy, until they do the right things in their life. I don't think we should just bar the life sentence, but also too, I think there's like, I mean, I get political all the time, but there's people out there that just don't deserve to see the light of day. At least not in that lifetime. I think somewhere between the edges of what we know and what we don't know, someone decided to blur the lines between what was and what wasn't. And that's who I think the people who distinguish as an old fucking man with a beard, God sort of thing. A manipulator, basically. That's kind of, I believe, the whole religion thing. But I don't not believe in like values, though. I mean, like, because you can say that, oh, Christians came up with this one thing that people would, like, they would treat each other nicely. He's like, yeah, but they would treat the other person of religion or color or anything like that like shit, because of the ways that they didn't believe or didn't believe in the things that they were believing in at the time. And it's like, yeah, man, I don't get it, man. I'm gonna get out. I need to jump. I'm gonna shoot some fucking some mountain lion. But yeah, I don't believe in Western culture. I mean, I don't believe in it. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't believe in Eastern culture. It's mostly about food. Like, is what people really understand. It's like, oh, it's not Italian if it's not that, and then blah, blah, blah. It's, yeah, they're very delicate with their food. And therefore, it comes out very soft. Japanese, very precise with their food, mostly because of knife play and a bunch of different people who would hide in those jobs because they used to be ninjas and shit back in like the Edo period, and basically that's all that culture is. It's, yeah, Japan, ninjas, not just China. There were a bunch of different kinds of ninjas. Okay. There were like Mongolian ninjas. Like, it just had to do with the style of fighting. It didn't have to do if you were like a clan or something like that. You didn't have to be a clan. It's just ninja. It's not a ninja code. There were no codes with ninjas. Eastern medicine. It's mostly different plants and things that we use today for either muscle relaxers and different things like that. So if you get addicted to muscle relaxers, eventually you'll have cramps a lot. It's like, oh, it causes cramps if you use it too much. It's like, yeah, it's the reason why, because it's a muscle relaxer. It's like, oh, I can't believe these people take so many pills and they're so privileged. It's like, yeah, because we don't live in a desert or mountains. We live in valleys and other places and stuff like that. We don't try to live on top of a mountain. It's like, oh, I wonder why all those people disappeared. It's because they starved to death. It's another culture, man. their effort to survive without being outside. What's the word? Outside influence, I guess. And then people think that that somehow they're gonna make some sort of like culture and stuff like that, or new culture or something. And it seems like, to me, people don't get the fact that like, you can't just make culture. It takes, I guess it takes human suffering. I don't know. Because that's all there is. Like, most of the time, people understand that there's been slavery in the South, so there's a culture. People understand there's been stupid prick douchebags in the North that have been bankers and basically use the system to get over on people. And that's the North of America. The East is people who hate all of that. And then the West is people who kind of just gave up on it, because seeing all that happen, they were kind of like got distillated and stuff like that. So, oh my gosh, oh no, that's America. Oh, so that's like the worst of the worst, though. It's not like everything. Like, people have to understand that that's the reason why people have created those different cultures. So there's different kinds of like voodoo and things like that, or not voodoo, but to believe in oneself is to believe that anything is possible, I guess. But to believe that through manipulation or suggestion, but you can control the habits and the wants of a certain individual or another individual at any point is truly manipulative and very, very stupid. And I'm gonna shoot this dude. Bank. There we go. Yes, it was. It's just not real, because but most of the time I see a difference in what people kind of do for each other a little bit. It just, I mean, I guess it sits with me, and I don't want to burn the kind of structure, I guess, that people build, because it stands for a reason. And people are talking about the infrastructure of the West, and they're obviously terrorists. It's like things need to change. It's like, yeah, they could have changed for everyone, but there were people in government that decided that they were going to use whatever they wanted to use in order to keep things the same. Not everyone in government, not everyone who ever believed it. Like, now see, I think that's the reason why I don't respect a lot of people in government, and I still don't respect Abraham Lincoln sometimes, only because he did it and he used a bullshit excuse, I think, to be able to say it. It's like, oh, it was because the
Ain't seen you in forever. Hey, honey, how's it going?
There's something so goddamn beautiful about a tooth of sugar. Am I right?
oh shit, what? Most of the time I think that what people don't understand about their own environment, though, is the fact that over time, if they don't change something, eventually people start to think that thing is cool, I guess. And I think the more they think... Because he used the excuse that oh, it was only ratified because I wanted the Constitution. It's like, so he could have said, you guys gotta stop being racist, it's fucking retarded and annoying. You could say that. You could have said something along those lines, like it's stupid, don't be racist. And I think it had a lot to do with provoking, I think, stuff. But, I mean, I guess too, people would have started to realize that, that the more they looked into it, I guess, the more they'd find that, the people who like bought into it kind of had racist parents. You know, like a whole thing like that, or were brought up by you son of a bitch, like. Gotcha, bitch. The more I think about it, the more I'm kind of enraged that people kind of like think about this whole thing as far as a culture goes. Everything that surrounds culture, surrounds food, or surrounds something that where I have a necessity for. I mean, it's because we need it in order to be able to survive, and we like it a certain way. Oh well, so that's not really culture. That's more like appropriation through a collective appropriation through a collective want or need, I guess. Need, basically, because I mean, a lot of times it gets like really humidly cold for some reason in this area. I'm gonna go see what's going on over here. The more I look into the graveyard of like denial that spreads, a blanket statement over everything, like people have to understand how irresponsible every single whatchamacallit, politician is. Like, they are so irresponsible. Like, every single one of them. They're like, oh, like, I decided that I was gonna go backpack across Europe for like 2 years. It's like, that's what, like, pretty much all of them did. If they weren't, then they were literally just doing whatever they were doing. Like, they were doing something stupid still. Like that. Like, it's stupid. They were doing stupid shit while people were trying to make money. Like, I'm not saying that backpacking across some sort of awesome country isn't something that I wouldn't want to do, but I'm saying that I'm probably going to have at least $10,000 to $20,000 with me, so I can buy a car to drive and not just hitchhike, or get a train, I guess, or something like that, or get a boat. You know, fuck yeah, that would be awesome. And I want to have enough financial freedom to actually do all that stuff. The reason why I want the financial freedom to do all that stuff is because I don't care about being a person who's an influencer, I guess. You know, like, because I noticed that a lot of times whenever I kind of try to look up certain things or to do certain things, I hinge on every single word that people actually say sometimes, and I don't get it why I do that. You know? I want to find out a new thing, so I'm trying to be able to come up with a new way to be able to think about a new project or something like that. But within that whole project, I'm kind of pushing an agenda, I think, that kind of You know, I don't know. I guess like anyone else, you know, they're pushing an agenda. They always want to be like so fucking contrary on the fact that, you know what, it's not so much to be contrary. Like, if you want to be famous, if you really want to be out there, you know, if you want to do something for yourself and for your fellow person, I guess. Think about two things, okay? What do people like? And what do you like? Okay, that's not the lady. That's a dude. Okay. I think that the most people really need to understand about themselves is that if they really want to be famous, then they have to change themselves. They have to immediately change themselves. They have to immediately change what they believe in, how they believe, according to what anybody else says, basically. And I think the most I've seen out of people sometimes is the fact that no one wants to change, really. No one really likes to change. Everyone wants to be this thing because, I mean, it's so much so that you have a different opinion than everyone else. But like, once they start realizing your true intentions, I guess, the way you pause through every single word you're saying, like you're reading from a script, and every single time that you try to do something for yourself, I'm staring at myself in the camera. Every single time you try to do something, I'm not the one that's like reading from it, you know. I'm like the one that's like, I'm not trying to become more approachable.
So uncouth.
Piece of shit. Come on, let's go.
You don't have to kill me.
Let's go. Alright, we're done. But yeah, and when you're in that shit though, and as far as anything illegal goes, like, people are always have eyes on you. They can do so much more work than you could do in a certain amount of time, because not only do you have to worry about them, but you're worried about every other person out there that might have a little bit of thing against you. It's like, serious, man. Just don't do it. Just don't get into it, and people will realize that it's just not the right thing to do, you know. And it's not like something like, oh, I'm fucking moving money. It's just like, you know what that does, man? It gives you a false sense of what the actual thing is like. It gives you a false sense of what actually being responsible for your own things is like. It makes you afraid of your own authority, so much so that people don't even know, like, what's going on in real life. Like, that's the real part. It makes people so paranoid that it can literally ruin lives. And I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen to a bunch of people. And not like people that are here or people that are there. It's just, there are a few people that I've seen that are literally struggling to maintain because of things they've wished they wish they didn't do. And even if they don't wish they didn't do it, they don't realize their lives would be better without it. You know? And you can say, like, oh my god. Like, you can say that, like, there's so many things out there that have, like, it's just the West or the government trying to get me down or something like that. It's like, dude, you know, no other business in the entirety of the world has a turnover rate as high as criminals. As being a criminal. There's no insurance. There's no future. I'm not talking about 401ks. There's no retirement. There's no anything unless you make enough money to be able to pull for yourself throughout the entirety of your life. Judging by the standards you actually upkeep and keep yourself, you basically will pull your own style, and you'll be like, oh, I like this and this. You become sort of eccentric in a certain way, but not like understanding eccentricism, but understanding how eccentric it'll be. It'll be a paranoid eccentric. You'll be wishing that you didn't do the things that you tried to do. Whether you're in a jail cell or you're on your own personal island. Because it's very lonely. And you could say, oh, well, you could say that making a bunch of money as an actor is the same way. It's just like, no. It's not. They can still walk around in public. They can still walk around in public after they've pulled a job or done a job or anything like that. They can still walk around in public. Granted, there's a bunch of people taking pictures of them, but usually they pay people to do that. People don't tell you that, but they actually fund a bunch of different photography places to actually do that. There's big stars and stuff like that go around Los Angeles, and they hire people to take photos and videos of people who are very famous, like themselves, for instance, and they do that. Like that whole magazine about, oh, you're not thinking about how this girl did this and this girl did that and blah, 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 blah. You're not thinking about all that stuff. They're keeping it on your mind. But taking all that for instance, that keeping all that stuff in mind is $1 billion industry. Just pictures and photos and videos. We gotta take care of this email. Aww. He looks like a drunken teddy bear. But just realize that's where all that shit decides to come from. Like all that stuff, all those other different things, they decide to make it a freaking celebrity or a person that they're gonna follow, and then they decide to follow that person, and then they decide to take pictures and compromising photos of people who think that they wouldn't want those things out there, and like, oh my god, she's got a sex tape now. It's just like, that's a business. That's a whole business, man. Like, that's how much money you could be making if you weren't doing that illegal shit. People want to say that it's like, oh, it's the coke deals, man. They're kilo after kilo, man. And they're fucking running it, bro. That's what these dudes are doing. It's like, yeah, that's what a couple of guys did in the 70s, and then they got caught. And shot at. And they realized they didn't have any backup because they were doing the wrong shit. And that's where all that shit came from. All those, like, different cultures. People just like, oh, society's so terrible. So I give society for an F, but not for the reasons you think. Like, because there's not skin in a can yet. Because there's no natural steroid that can battle a symptom of something. Battle not just the symptom of something, but the root cause of something, like neutralize an acid or something like that. And that's the real saddening thing. And the point is that if because of us doing so much illegal shit, that's the reason we're in this fucking society right now that's fucked up. That I give an F to, you know? That's the point, is like we're not fucking 130 or 40 years old and we're still walking around. There's some sort of fucking like thing in our blood to where we just gotta keep like doing stupid shit and trying to steal things because it's like, oh, they didn't learn it. They just didn't care anymore, you know? People just don't care anymore, and it's just gonna come back to bite them in the ass, you know, whether they're wearing a Supreme t-shirt or a fucking frog hoodie or something like that. And I'm not quoting them or not featuring them at all, but I mean, I'm just saying, dude, it's just the moment that people start thinking all the same or acting like everything is one thing is everything is the moment that society crumbles. And I think that's the reason, and that's the thing that happened to Egypt, it happened to the Mayans, it happened to a bunch of different people, because everyone was thinking about the same thing. They were all thinking about the same thing. They were all like, worship me, worship this God, worship this person, and light and love will be brought to your life. Understandably so, that didn't happen because they didn't understand the weather patterns of the area. They didn't understand the anything of anything. They just built a place and then thought it would stay forever, or thought that everything around it would stay forever. And I don't believe that's the way I want to live my life. You know, like whenever I see like people decidedly gathering together, I'm not overjoyed, you know, because I see where they're going wrong or what they could do that could potentially be wrong, you know. I'm an extremely logical thinker, and I really do think that most people that are in religion are deluded in some way. I mean, I do. They're either too tired or too hurt or too emotionally struck to be able to deal with things on their own sometimes, you know? And that's where they need it. They don't need someone or something telling them that they're hurt or that they need to fix themselves or have peace or something like that. They need to realize that having peace is all about believing in yourself. And it's not, and religion isn't gonna fix that. It's only gonna make it compound it more and make them feel like I'd say the worst person imaginable if they're not careful, you know? Because what are people gonna do when your war, I guess, is just about whether or not you believe in a certain flag? And I think that's the reason why a lot of dudes thought that everything would go to the shit by now. But I think things naturally fix themselves most of the time. I just think that it's easier and it's more fun if people just take responsibility for it, I guess. It's like that's the real reason why I think that people don't understand our systems at all. Like, they don't understand, like, oh, it's just like, I look at a government and I immediately think it's corrupt. Like, that's just assumatory. People use excuses all the time to be assumatory. So I'm not going to believe in your culture. Who gives a fuck? You don't have to do that. Half the people here don't believe in the culture. You don't have to believe in something for it to exist, or for people to actually want it. Like, it's like, oh, you want those shrimp and grits though, motherfucker, don't you? I don't believe in Western culture. I don't believe in Western culture. It's like, you know what? You don't have to do that because you live somewhere else, and it's not Western because it's only like that on a map. So that's the only fucking reason why it's West, you dumb motherfuckers. It's like, I don't believe in maps. That's what I don't fucking believe in, you dumbasses. I don't believe in maps or the people who make them. I believe in globes. Globes and satellite pictures. That's what I believe in. And I think I'm just talking to a pretentious version of myself. Like, acting like I know more than I actually do. But then, like, at the same time, I think that knowing that much and still not saying anything about it is kind of pretentious in itself. So believing in what you actually think and then trying to change someone's mind that hasn't made their mind up yet, that's a little more pretentious, I think, than what I'm doing. So there's that. I opened my window, so I'm gonna smoke another cigarette soon. That's what I think, though. That's what I'm at right now. I think I'm gonna stop here after I kill this dude or take him into custody, I think. I'm amazing. Or I'm not going to, because most of the time I think that there's a big difference between what people say and what people do. Because they can say whatever they want to say. It's like they're just using like the verbiage or the fact that they know lots of words to be able to confuse you long enough to where they take your money. It's usually what people do. I mean, granted, they'll give you a good product most of the time. If they know how to be able to talk like that, then I mean, if they're not like con men, I guess, then they've basically made their way. But I take a lot of different reservations sometimes after people who assumatorily think that everything is given or everything should be given to them, even though they haven't even tried yet. You know, they've thought about trying, they've thought about doing something, they thought about being somewhere, but they've never tried. You know. Like, they've never thought about who do you know or how do you know things or how do you know anyone around town. You get to know them. You talk to them. You tell them, hey, you know what? I'm trying to do this amazing thing, and I want you to be a part of it. If you don't want to be a part of it, then I completely understand, but it's a really good thing, and I believe in it. That's pretty much all you have to say. And you can get to know people who do the same things as you, or do want to do the same things as you. And if they want to be a competition, then it's fine. They can do that. It's not some fucking, like, competition movie shit that people seem to think is, like, oh man, it's just, I've run into so many main characters. That's all I have to say about that shit. And by main character, I believe that they think that everyone else is secondary to what they are thinking. Oh, they see that guy over there, he's never gonna amount to anything. Like that sort of talk and shit. That stuff. Just like, see that guy over there? It's like, yeah, see that guy over there? I mean, I say it's a joke. Like, if you want to joke about that, it's absurdity, basically. So, because there's no knowing whether or not that person doing that certain thing is gonna be able to fall or not fall or do anything, basically. It's funny to joke like that because of the absurdity, but I guess that people don't do that because they think that they can somehow manipulate the outcome of something just by saying something about it or suggesting anything off to the sidelines, off to the sidelines. I think a lot of times people don't realize the amount of power they don't have in a situation, but they just think that somehow sitting back and looking at everything is going to make them more powerful in the situation when everything goes to shit, or when something goes to shit, because usually something does eventually. So, and see, there's my little thing like that. Where are you? $118,000. I'm a boy who did a thing with the stuff, and I'm gonna do. See, that's what I do. Oh my gosh, if I bought a house, that's what it's about. I can totally do this now. Tight. If you buy a house, then you can totally, keep the car you have. I love this Jeep. I love Jeeps. So cool.
Oh, damn, homie. Ah! What the fuck? This is a de facto ass whooping right here. Insane! Ah! Oh.
Play with me ever again.
Look at that.
Alright, this is what I have to do, I think. God damn it, man. Boy, yo, yo. There we go.
Shit eater! Holy crap!
He surrendered.
Please, don't shoot me!
Let's go. Thanks for dropping that lead hammer. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's do this. I'm gonna bring my vehicle over, and then we're gonna go. It's gonna be tight. This is my vehicle. Shit. Shit. There we go. I didn't want to break this car. I lost the cops. I lost the cops already.
Tell me when you're ready. Totally.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, 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 no. Eh. Ah. Ah. Yes. Okay. There we go. Cool. I lost the cops already. This is bullshit. Alright, we're done with that. I think if I get out of queue, I think I'll be able to do it. But yeah, that's basically what happens when you're in the shit, you know? You got added a bunch of stuff onto you. It's like they know already. Like they know. Like that's basically what you're doing. If you're doing stupid shit and not really realizing that you need to, well, the freaking did like random cop police just show up on my radar and then didn't come off? Awesome. Going to mod. Maybe if I go to mod, then oh shit, I'm going away from mod. But yeah, I mean, people already know that, but they're gonna do what they would do anyways because they want to do it, and it's not gonna stop until they start realizing and have some sort of experience where they're like, oh my gosh, I should have been doing that this entire time. And then they like try to go for a regular job and they realize it's like, no, it's nothing like I thought it was. Oh my god, that's crazy. It's like hashtag unrevolution because fucking it's not fucking Civil War era anymore, goddammit, or fucking bullshit era. Like medieval. It's like, oh, we're all gonna kill each other. Whatever. It's like, that's a fucking nihilist fucking viewpoint bullshit that people just spew out of their mouths because they don't know what's going on, so they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's fucking annoying, man. And most of the time, people do it on the internet just for attention. It's just like, oh my god, this whole thing is happening. Like, oh my god, you see this new Bowsette? Oh shit. Oh my god, this crazy. It's like, oh my god, what happened? A female Bowser? You get a boner to Bowser now? Who cares? I didn't get a boner. I got a boner to Peach, I think. That was it. I didn't really, like, I mean, it was all hentai, so it was hentai. Not really like. I'm like, whatever though. It's just like another way to be able to. But in the same sense, I think some of that stuff can be entertaining. You know, like if it's on for a positive cause or for like a good cause, like the promotion of someone who's very, very talented and really knows how to pose and make those looks and stuff like that and shit and whatever. Like, I'm not saying that models are amazing or something like that. I'm just saying that people are very good and talented at making certain characters come to life. And cosplay is a good way for women who are modeling to be able to make a living. It's very good. But also, too, I think that there's a lot of times where people just go too far. Or they go unfairly far and try to put the character in something that they would think the character goes into, even though they didn't follow the character for that long. You know? And that's just an artistic expression, I guess. Or artistic license, I guess. But, it's really not, and I said it too, so I'm like, it means I'm a part of it now. It's so bad. I don't want to be a statistic. It's the last thing the terrible person said after he got put in jail. What the heart, stars, and horseshoes is going on here? But yeah, I think there's a lot of dudes out there, a lot of people out there that would really kind of benefit from just having some self-expression sometimes, and realize that not only, it's like you're not thinking straight when you're doing something that's kind of fucked up or like that. You're not thinking the way that you're supposed to be thinking. You're not thinking about, no, it's like, oh, there's sharks out there. It's just like, yeah, because you and a bunch of stockbrokers decided to do a bunch of cocaine before and after you go on to, that's not the whole culture. It's not culture. That's like, it's like fucking retarded, man. It's stupid. Do a whole bunch of cocaine before you go and stockbroke. It's really dumb. You lose a lot of money, and then you'll be really excited about it, and then people will wonder why, and then they'll know you do cocaine. And then you'll try to downplay it because you're still on cocaine. Oh man. You're like, nah, it's not even that big of a deal, bro. Don't even worry about it. It's all right. It's so fucking retarded, man.
There, looks like the day you bought it.
I just realize that people are in it for themselves sometimes. Whenever they start to look into like some sort of thing, and they're ready to freaking retire, man. They're like 25 and shit, because they're like, man, I'm fucking tired of this. I'm doing really good, and it's like I feel really good about myself, and it's like yeah, things are supposed to make you feel good about yourself. That's the point in the nature of things. And if they don't make you feel good about yourself, blah, 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 blah. If they don't make you feel good about yourself, then what the fuck are you doing it for? If you don't feel as though you should be doing it anymore, I mean, it's like, then don't, you know? I'm just saying that to people out there that think that that's a responsibility to have a career. I mean, it's not your responsibility. Like, it's like, I get very like shit. But I think the biggest times that people realize is the... Oh shit, I fucked up. The biggest times that people realize they should be in a different career, and sometimes is the biggest times to where they're like, oh, it's like, oh, you're locked in now, you're locked in, everything's locked in. It's just like, everyone's like, always be closing. It's just like, always be open to people about everything you do. Sometimes you'll feel so much better about your emotions, about shit that you feel sometimes, about people that are in your life, and if you're afraid to share that, then it means you're doing something fucked up, you know? Or it means you're not doing something fucked up, but it means you're afraid of your own authority. And I'm not just saying that because I'm poor, because I am poor. I am very poor. I'm extremely poor. But doesn't have anything to do with it, because believe me, I'm just a lowly man, ready to build a career for himself in art and a whole bunch of stuff because I'm so fucking tired of being broke. Tired of being broke, and I'm ready to make stuff for myself. And if it makes me more broke, then I'll be happy because at least I made something that's satisfying to me. You know, I don't have to always be that thing or do that thing that other people tell me to do or make that thing that other people think is cool. I'm gonna make something that I think is cool, and then try to market it to people and tell them that the reason why I think it's cool and the reason why I think that they should really, really consider getting it because it's cool.
Sweet ride. We should make some money on this.
And then if they want me to do something that they think is cool, then that's freaking cool. I do that. And that's basically how much I've thought into it. Very basically, as much. Oh, made that money, man. Made that money. Money. Only 7,000. What a douche. And I don't have a car. Alright, this is where I'm going to stop it, because I think that if you realize how many people actually do stuff that's awesome on a daily basis, and you're like, oh, you gotta be so fucking into it and know people. It's like, yeah, he knew people after he became a billionaire. He knew who they were, and then they knew who he was. It's like they didn't have any ride or die bitches or anything like that. He just had a fucking dude who thought that a fucking guy who thought that amazingness. I'm talking about like a thing in general, basically. Take Trump for example. He's a lucrative businessman. He really is. He does shit that just makes it fucking real. Like has real scientists make like fucking something infused vodka or whatever. He doesn't even drink. That's a good businessman. He doesn't even drink. That's a good businessman. Those are qualities of a good businessman. If he drinks all his vodka, he's not gonna have any fucking money. And how do you know it doesn't? Oh, it's just a regular water bottle made with blah blah blah. It's just like, you don't know. Could have electrolytes in that motherfucker. Could be like Gatorade. All you would fucking know. You know? Who fucking knows? Nobody knows. Fucking stupid asses acting like they're experts and shit. Telling me, oh, the Republicans would follow Obama or Republicans would follow Trump if he was jumping off a bridge. And I'm just like, what the fuck? He hijacked the whole Republican Party. They didn't even like him after a while. Now he's bringing up a bunch of charges and shit to the White House, all that bullshit, like fucking Bill Clinton and shit. And he's using it to fucking cover up something. I know he's covering up something. The fact that his businesses are or one of his businesses is going bankrupt because all that shit. So he's using all the fucking PR that he wants to be able to get people in his fucking hotels until they understand that that's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy shit. He's a fucking businessman. He knows how to create news. He knows how to create shit to make you pay attention to him, to make you sell him a product that he has absolutely nothing to do with, but somehow he gets a commission off of. Almost $2.75 billion he gets off commission when he fucking sells a product to you. And he fucking does it. And everybody's just listening. And they think that he doesn't fucking know. All this shit that gets popular a bunch. You think these presidents and fucking people aren't putting money into it and fucking making the economy go around and shit? The fuck, man? The fuck you think your president's for in the first fucking place? Keep money going and changing hands so people don't fucking die of starvation. Have a good day.